Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Dr. Mohammad Manzoor Alam, Chief Patron, IOS, New Delhi. Professor Emeritus Dr. Usman Bakar, Rector, IIUM, Malaysia. Dr. Qutub Mustafa Sano, Secretary General, International Islamic Fiqh Academy, Jeddah. Dr. Muna AbuSulayman, former Founding Secretary General, Al Walid bin Talal Foundation. Professor Shukran bin Abdurrahman, Dean AbdulHamid AbuSulayman, Kulliya of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences, IIUM, Malaysia. Professor Hamidullah Marazi, Visiting Fellow, ISTAC, IIUM, Malaysia. Professor M. Afzal Wani, Professor Hasina Hashia, Mr. Muhammad Alam, Chairman, Vice Chairman, and Secretary General, IOS, respectively. Distinguished guests, esteemed scholars, colleagues, and friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of the organizing committee of Institute of Objective Studies, New Delhi, in collaboration with AbdulHamid AbuSulayman, Kulliya of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences, International Islamic University, Malaysia, and International Islamic Fiqh Academy, Jeddah, I would like to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you as we gather and join today for this two-day online international conference on Professor AbdulHamid Ahmad AbuSulayman, personality, intellectual and scholastic legacy. Let me say a few words about Institute of Objective Studies, New Delhi. IOS is a non-political and not-for-profit public organization recognized at the national and international levels for promoting frontline academic research and publishing books and journals on contemporary issues and themes. IOS enjoys consultative status roster with the Economic and Social Council of the United Nations. Since its inception in 1986, IOS has been widening the scope of its work by conducting surveys in areas of concern for the state and civil society and actively engaging in the fields of social welfare, education, and management. IOS is working on development models suited to Indian conditions, particularly for upliftment of the poor, marginalized, and deprived sections. It is well known for its initiatives and interventions to foster world peace and efforts to develop mechanisms and create conditions for conflict resolution. IOS has always done its best to uphold the ideals of diversity, secularism, democracy, rule of law, and constitutionalism. IOS is known for its work on regional problems and among marginalized sections in different regions of India. It enjoys high credibility and visibility for bringing together a galaxy of social scientists, policy planners, and social activists for creating an intellectual movement and network of scholars, community leaders, and social activists. The Institute has regional chapters at Aligarh, Calicut, Chennai, Kolkata, and Patna. So far, IOS has published about more than 40 books on a range of subjects from education, economics, politics, technology, and culture to development, religion, philosophy, and human rights by eminent Indian and international scholars, writers, and journalists. IOS has so far organized more than 1,300 programs, conferences, consultations, seminars, symposia, academic research workshop, and discussions at national and international levels in collaboration with well-known universities and organizations in India and abroad. It is particularly important to note that IOS has been organizing conferences on international personalities for more than a decade. Among these personalities, Abul Qasim al-Zahrawi, Dr. Muhammad Hamidullah, Professor Ismail Raji Al-Faruqi, Professor Fuad Sizgin, Dr. Muhammad Nasir, Muhammad Asad, and Malik bin Nabi are prominent. IOS, in collaboration with AbdulHamid, AbuSulayman, Kulliya of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences, International Islamic University Malaysia, and International Islamic Fiqh Academy Jeddah, has taken the initiative to organize international conference on Professor AbdulHamid Ahmad AbuSulayman, personality, intellectual, and scholastic legacy, which is a part of the same series. I perceive my honor to begin this conference as we come together to explore the extraordinary legacy of a true son of the foremost of all cities, Qura Makkah, a visionary and influential thinker who not only shaped the counters of contemporary Islamic thought, but also made profound contributions to the fields of social sciences, education, and interfaith dialogue. His scholarly journey, academic rigor, and commitment to intellectual integrity continue to inspire scholars and students alike. And this conference seeks to present an intellectual glimpse on some of his most important works that bear the imprint of his inspiration and also the impact he has had on Islamic thought and on Muslim intellectuals. Professor AbuSulayman's invaluable legacy can be observed in his following dedication in his Arabic and English book, The Quranic Worldview, a springboard for cultural reforms. الرؤية الكونية الحضارية القرآنية المنطلق الأساس للإصلاح الإنساني. To the sons of Islam, to the sons of man, I hope and a prayer that the Muslim community and humanity at large might recapture the primordial Islamic vision, the worldview that encompasses human accountability before the divine, both individually and collectively, a vision of power in the service of truth, a vision of justice and charity, a vision of striving, creativity and giving, a vision of knowledge and globalism, a vision of pride and dignity, a vision of brotherhood and solidarity, a vision of compassion, security and peace, a hope and prayer for coming generations that are diligent and capable, that lead the procession of pioneering leadership, that rescue the spirit of humanity, guiding it towards the horizons of brotherhood and justice, and bringing us soon to the shores of security and peace, a hope and prayer to the most compassionate who hears our pleas. Professor AbuSulayman realized the intellectual crisis prevailing in the Ummah, resulting from backwardness, all-pervasive weakness and lethargy, intellectual stagnation, absence of ijtihad, absence of cultural progress, and estrangement from the basic norms of Islamic civilization. To resolve these problems, his approach to the solution is based on Islam. He writes in terms of its objectives, beliefs, values, and ideas. This is because the Ummah for which growth, positive action, and reform are intended is Islamic in its beliefs, values, and intellectual and psychological makeup. Thus, there is no way to motivate it if this basic truth about its personality, hidden strength, and motives is ignored. He tirelessly made efforts to address the Ummah's thinkers, leadership, scholars, and youths to accept their responsibility in dealing with the present crisis. Professor AbuSulayman was a towering figure in the intellectual landscape, recognized for his profound scholarship, deep understanding of Islamic thought, and remarkable contributions to bridging the gap between traditional knowledge and modern academic discourse. His work was a testament to the transformative power of knowledge, grounded in both the Quranic worldview and the pressing issues of the modern world. Through his scholarship, Professor AbuSulayman sought to engage with the complexities of contemporary society while remaining steadfast in his commitment to Islamic principles. Among his most enduring contributions was his vision for Islamic education, which sought to reconcile traditional religious knowledge with the demands of modern academic inquiry. His work in this regard challenged both secularist frameworks and rigid traditionalism, advocating for an educational system that fosters critical thinking, holistic development, and a deep moral sense grounded in Islamic values. His commitment to nurturing the intellectual capabilities of the Muslim Ummah and his focus on producing scholars capable of engaging with both Islamic heritage and contemporary challenges remains a source of inspiration for institutions worldwide. Over the course of the next 2 days, we will engage in thoughtful discussions and scholarly deliberations that touch upon several important themes central to Professor AbuSulayman's life and legacy. The diverse group of scholars and speakers present here today represent the global reach of Professor AbuSulayman's influence. His intellectual legacy transcends borders, and it is very apt that we come together in this forum to explore the multifaceted dimensions of his scholarship and its continued significance for both academic inquiry and practical application. Finally, I would like to thank everyone present here today, particularly our esteemed invited speakers, for joining us in this important discussion. Your presence here is a testament to the ongoing relevance of Professor AbuSulayman's work and the collective effort to honor his legacy. I wish and pray that this intellectual endeavor attains its objectives optimally. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Thank you, Dr. Professor Mohammad.